Every summer, the kids in my town were forced to attend mandatory summer camp, but the camp held a horrific secret. I was 13, the first time I saw a kid try to escape. Lila Ashford was a senior at Clearwater High. She wore soft pastels and always had flowers in her hair. I didn't know her well. I went to the middle school down the street, but everyone knew her. She was the kind of girl everyone wanted to be. Her beauty wasn't striking in Clearwater, where almost everyone was ridiculously attractive. But that day, she wasn't running for attention. She was running for her life. Camp was mandatory. All 18-year-olds were required to attend for the rest of their summer before college. It was a town law, though why nobody seemed to question it was beyond me. At 13, I only understood that it was cruel. That last summer mattered, and the teens of Clearwater deserved to enjoy it. Their freedom stolen for some mysterious reason. Lila Ashford didn't seem like a rebel. She had perfect grades, perfect friends, a perfect boyfriend, the golden girl by all accounts. But on July 16th, 2016, I saw a side of her I'll never forget. The memory is hazy, fragments piecing themselves together over time. I remember being in the corner store with my mother. The heat was unbearable. I wanted nothing more than to sit in the yard and read. But my mom had bribed me with a comic book reward, so I followed her. She was talking to the cashier, who greeted half the town as we passed. I was bored, my head down under a baseball cap, skimming through comics. I was pulled between worlds. Spider-Man, Teen Titans, the colorful chaos of pages I loved, and the embarrassment of being seen shopping with my mother. Then I heard it. A scream. I looked up and saw her, Lila Ashford. Shorts, t-shirt, sneakers pounding the hot asphalt, her ponytail flying behind her. She was running for her life. At first, I thought maybe a wild animal was chasing her. But no, it was one of the teachers. A woman we all knew, the kindest, most approachable teacher in the school. She was sprinting, long strides, arms pumping, a terrifying determination in her eyes. It looked almost cartoonish. I laughed, feeling guilty, but I couldn't look away. Lila was good at running. The teacher was better. She had a phone clutched in her hand, speaking frantically into it. But as she twisted to look for an escape route, it slipped from her grasp. Her eyes went wide, lips moving in desperation. The teacher grabbed her. There was yelling. Lila struggled, clawed at the ground, fought like a trapped animal. And the words I never thought I'd hear from Lila Ashford. I don't want to go. I have my own life. The teacher's calm, cold reply. You are part of this town as well as the school. Rules still apply. I didn't understand. Camp? Just a summer camp? I watched them vanish down the street, Lila dragged like a child. I never saw her again, or any of her classmates that year. The town forgot them, moving on to the next senior class. The years passed. I watched each new group of seniors attempt the same thing, daring each other to escape, laughing in the woods, knowing they would be caught eventually. Some streaked, some ran. But always they were wrestled to the ground, always. By the time my turn came, in 2020, I was older, smarter, and desperate. I worked part-time, paid for college, planned every step with my friends, determined not to be another victim of the town's absurd law. It was a hot July day, the kind that made you feel baked alive. I stepped out of the store after my shift, backpack and plan in hand. My friends were waiting. We had radios, a car hidden in a junkyard, every precaution. We ran. We sprinted across streets, through back alleys. We dodged the teachers, the eyes, the traps. We were almost free, but the town was smarter. The teachers were faster. They caught us. We were cuffed, forced into a car, and driven to something else. Not camp, Not anything familiar. Inside, a screen flickered to life. Red, yellow, blue, green, repeating in a pulse that made my head throb. My body froze, paralyzed. My mouth hung open, warm blood trickling from my nose. The screen went dark. The next moments blurred. Guards marked us with colors red, blue, purple, grouping us. Resistance was crushed instantly. Friends were separated, beaten, processed. One by one, the line shrank. I saw the worst. One of my classmates, my friend, shot. Lifeless. Others dragged into the shadows. I clung to the last remaining friend I had, heart pounding, blood on my hands. We ran into the forest, hiding under branches, scraped and bleeding. Everything I had known about my hometown, about the law, about camp. It was a lie. It wasn't summer camp. It was something else entirely. Something designed to break you, process you, erase you. And I was lucky. I survived. But I will never forget the screams, the colors, the way the world had turned dark in the back of that bus. I will never forget the reds, the blues, the purples. I will never forget the feeling of being hunted, the warmth of blood, the horror of knowing the town I grew up in was not what it seemed. And I will never go back.